All right. Obviously, we're on the set here right now. We're just finishing up, and a lot of you are still concerned about the teenage girls with the mystery illness, and it's a complicated problem, very complicated medical mystery, and it is a mystery that people with years of training and years of experience need to be deployed in order for us to get to the bottom of this and to help treat and reduce the suffering these girls are having. So, as we said on the air, we've been consulting with lots of people that have loads of experience with this. Believe me, we as clinicians aren't reaching for explanations. Oh, it must be the vaccine, it must be tree spores, no. Listen, we have tons of data on those sorts of causes of movement disorders. They're not this kind of movement disorder, and it's exceedingly unlikely that it's contributing to this particular problem. We haven't figured out what it is yet. If it is, it's unlikely to explain, whatever we come up with, it's unlikely to explain what's going on with all of them. So there may be more than a few things going on here. You know, people keep talking about a conversion reaction and emotional contagion, and this is the setup for that kind of thing. I mean, somebody very astutely pointed out this is the kind of thing that happened that led to the Salem witch trial. That's absolutely, some people have speculated that's true. And these kinds of things have erupted, you know, in communities throughout history. They're not that uncommon. As you know, Dr. Sharp, who I've had on here a couple of times, has actually treated a little community that had an outbreak. They're actually card dealers. This does happen, but the women that got the symptoms had a biological problem, and I kind of think that Thera may be sort of one of those cases, and certainly Melissa, her mom, wants to go further with this investigation, and I support her in that. So what we're going to do is, as Dr. Sharp said, we are trying to get regional experts, really, you know, national level experts, to ring in on this and see, Thera at least, if mom is motivated, to take her to these folks and see if we can come up with an explanation. These are not easy things to nail down. The easy stuff that would cause a movement disorder like this has been ruled out. The one thing she has asked for that has not been ruled out is a post-streptococcal infection movement disturbance, which there is such a thing. You know, it's ever heard of St. Vitus dance? That's one of these kind of movement disorders. It's sort of this kind of a movement, but this is different. This is a different disorder. In any event, she should be tested for that. And she should be tested for other really, truly obscure, you know, periodic paralysis, things like the obscure stuff that can cause movement disorders. And we are trying to help her with that. I'm certain that the team that has seen her has done everything reasonable that a medical team would do. Now we're going to go the next level and see if we can go to an academic center and see if, you know, look for obscure causes. We may come up with nothing. That's the reality here. This may remain a mystery. But understand that very, very knowledgeable people are being deployed. And I appreciate everybody coming up with their theories, but these are people that are relying on decades of experience to render their decision, and we'll see if we can get to the bottom of this.